Buongiorno America, episode number 5 of Let's Have a Glass of Wine. In this episode, our thought is we're still into the basic one, the wine 101. And what I want to do today, I want to go together through the trying a bottle of wine at a restaurant and how, what is the right procedure and what is the meaning of everything, of every step. So I'm going to try to explain it. Bear with me. It's going to be a little longer, but hey, how many times have we been in a restaurant and, we've been asked to try a bottle of wine and we're like, okay, start being stressful. So it's a very simple, and there is a reason for everything. So as I said, I'm going to just go through with that. All right, so let's pretend we're in a restaurant and, and our waiter, he just he is bringing the bottle. We order it. Let me make a point here. Trying a bottle of wine is not to see if we like the wine or not. Trying a bottle of wine is something that would just assure that the wine travels safely, okay, from the producer to the table, to our table. Is not that, as I said, I repeat, it's not if we like it or not, but it's just to make sure that it travels safely. What that means that, the cork's job is to prevent air to go into the bottle. And, when we open the bottle and this beautiful chemical thing happen, the wine starts to release all the notes and all the hints and is ready to be drinked either right away on young wines, or maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours later on older wines. But if the cork fails, or the bottle is not being kept right, and you keep the bottle so that the cork is always wet, you see that, then then the seal stays on. But if it dries up and now some air comes through, now the wine can turn into bad wine, into vinegar, really bad. So that's what we're trying. We're not trying if we like it. We're only trying if it travels safe. All right, so let's say we got the bottle, your server will come and we'll show you, we'll do something like this, and we'll show you the label, and you can verify that indeed that is the bottle you ordered with the vintage, okay? So you can ask to turn and make sure that the vintage in the bottle, that's what it is. So you say, yep, that's what it is. Perfect, okay. Then we know the server will open the bottle at the table, will put the cork next to your glass. Again, why that? The reason is, as I said, the cork is the first hint that, maybe you have a bad bottle. So you just smell it. And if you don't hear any vinegar or anything, anything that is not pleasant, that's very good sign. So we're going in the right direction. So you do just smell the cork very good, and you say, okay, perfect. At that point, your server, again, will pour a touch of wine, just a little bottom of the glass, as I did it right here, and that's for, again, to give you room to let them breathe. And that's what you do. You just hold it on your glass and you just do a little twist right here, so that you let it breathe. You let the wine get some air, which is needed. Again, remember, it's been bottled for years probably in that. So we just let it breathe a little bit, and what we do, we just look at the color. Color is good, it can be a ruby red. This is a nice ruby red, nice and a little dark. At that point, we just smell it. If it's a bad wine, I guarantee you the vinegar smell will just probably burn your nose. So now we have a bad wine, that. But that's okay, maybe it started to be bad. Okay, but we give them a smell. Now this is a beautiful wine, actually. All right, and after that, we're just going to sip a little bit. You let it breathe in your mouth, and practically, and again, if it's a bad wine, you're going to realize immediately that is, that the tannins are very strong. That, what the wine is supposed to taste, or, if you order something that, it definitely will taste different. That would be the moment where you just send the bottles back to the restaurant owner and say, I'm sorry, but you tried to serve me a bad bottle. So and you can send it back. And that is the only moment and the only reason why you can send that bottle back. Otherwise, you just say, hey, that's a good wine. You tell your server that they approve the bottle, and at that point the server will start serving every other guest, and you will be the last one where you're going to have your glass refilled, and you're going to enjoy probably the wine you ordered. Hopefully this could be helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, just write on my blog, and that's all I have for today. All right, this is Adriano with Let's Have a Glass of Wine. Ciao.